Boykin. That will be your master of ceremonies this evening. For those of you who do know me, well, I'm sorry. but I really enjoy doing this, and one of my favorite parts is the fact that all of us who speak get to tell a favorite memory of Paul from our perspective. We get to share it with all of you. So I figured I'd go ahead and start. It was this last summer at Wolfboro, and Paul was going to do his Eagle project that summer, so he had all his merit badges done. He figured, hey, I think I'll get wood carving. You know, that's an easy badge. And so he went to the store and he bought a little kit that had these lines on a piece of wood for the scout sign. Well, he started carving, and the fingers were real small, and it became an arrowhead. And it really was not a good arrowhead. I mean, it was very impossible for an arrowhead. And we all looked at Paul and said, Paul, that's not going to work. And so I said, oh, okay. So he went and got this thing called the comic crow. It's basically a crow's head. It's a head and a beak. It's like the easiest one you can get, okay? It's a head, and you can carve a cone and paint it to look like a crow. And Paul went and he got it, he started carving, it just was not coming out. I mean, it was the easiest one, and he couldn't handle it. The knife was slipping everywhere. So he looks at this, he goes, oh, what am I going to do? He said, well, you got to do something, Paul. And so Paul basically just turned his project upside down. The beak became the hat, and what did he end up with? Well, none other than the Pope. The best part about this whole story is Paul goes to the counselor, and he hands it to him, and he says, I finished the Pope. And the counselor goes, oh, this is fantastic. He says, most of those kids go and buy those kits. And so, Paul never told the counselor. So, but that's one of my favorite stories. So I'm sure Paul will show you this if you ask. We'll give this to him, and he can show you his rendition of the Pope. I'm not sure which Pope it is. So I'm sure you'd like to hear everybody else's stories. So without further ado, I'd like to call forward